Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
Welcome back to another episode of Wrestling Around, and we're doing WrestleMania 37 Night 2, or WrestleMania 37 Sunday. They called it both again. I don't know what they're doing. But before we get into that, joining me is a very tired Terry Peters. Terry Peters, how are we doing?
Tired again.
Why did you dab?
Why not? I ain't dabbed in a while. Why not?
Just Dabba came back.
Yeah, Dabba. I thought that was Babatunde.
Same guy.
Is it the same person? I thought it was, right?
He's now called Commander Aziz.
Yes, he is called Commander Aziz.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, I'm tired. I flagged last night. I actually fell asleep in the Asuka Rhea Ripley match. I had to rewatch it this morning.
You know what that is? Because you stayed up to watch night one, and then you still get up at like 8 o'clock.
I got up at 9 o'clock this morning as well.
Why? Why did you get
I just wake up. I just wake up.
He had to have his breakfast. The man's regimented around his meals.
Breakfast
is ready. He had to go.
I don't think I had breakfast this morning, actually.
Oh my god, I didn't have breakfast.
Oh my god, maybe that's why you're flagging now.
Probably is.
That's fair. I skipped straight to lunch.
See.
So did I as well, to be fair. Yeah. No breakfast by any of us. No, my breakfast was a bag of crisps at like 12 o'clock.
Well, technically, my breakfast was a ham sandwich. steak Watsits and a cheese string.
Steak Watsits?
Yeah.
What the hell is steak Watsits?
Oh,
well, Watsits just tastes the steak. But that's another story for another day.
Is that not like a knick-knack clip?
No, it's a Watsit.
No, knick-knack's completely different to Watsit.
Yeah,
no,
knick-knacks are all knobbly. Watsits like package polystyrene.
Yeah, I do. I ain't had a Watsit in that long. I had a real bad Watsit.
Well, you like cheese, do you? Why do you
you like steak though, don't you?
I do like steak.
So you can have the steak ones.
You can have the steak ones.
They're not very good. Just get McCoy's flame.
They're fine.
Or Max, like Max steaks, Walker's Max.
They never have them, did they? Right, my local Tesco, sidebar already, has got paprika and flaming hot. To me, they're the same flavour.
Yeah.
Mix it up, please.
Yeah, no.
Steak there instead.
They're the best ones.
Outrageous.
Or Seabrooks. I haven't had them in a while. Seabrooks.
Oh, Seabrooks beef ones are horrible, are they? Really gross.
Really, there's a crinkle cut crisp.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyhow, enough of crisp chat. Joining me is Lew as well. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, pretty tired. I'm not too bad. You say now, all the years of being the Thunderdome have paid off for me. Oh, is it late finishes this year though, wasn't it? Like, is it half 4 I finished last night?
It was 3.
It was half 4. No, it was a little bit earlier than that. I was in bed by about half 4. I think it was about 4:10 last night or this morning. Whereas night one was what, 20 to 5?
7 a.m. I believe. I don't think it's that all.
It's genuinely about half an hour longer in it the first night.
Well, there's half an hour delay.
Well, can't be helped, can it?
No.
That's the old weather.
Oh my word!
But the weather tonight, but a lot better weather. Anyhow, this is WrestleMania 37 night, so we'll just jump straight into it. We've already discussed everything around it yesterday. If you want to hear that, then listen to yesterday's podcast where we did night one. This took place in the empty. 25,000 people again. They just sell out to the limit, I'm guessing.
Apparently, still tickets available ahead. I don't know how true that is. Unless WWE is saying they've got 25,000, just included some of the plastic fans that were sat in the seats. I don't really know.
It's hard to say, isn't it?
To be fair, it don't really matter, does it? There's fans there. That's the biggest stepping point, isn't it?
Yeah, that is true. And there's still pipes in some noise, which we discussed yesterday.
I was going to say,
I don't think it was as prevalent today. Like,
no, I don't think it was.
Well, we'll get into it because it comes out first. But Hogan just got fucking booed, and you could tell he was getting booed this time.
Logan Paul apparently got booed as well, didn't he?
Yes.
So you could see that you could tell that on the screen. Did you that?
Yeah. They did let something slip through though. In the main event, there was a Reigns sucks that got through.
Where's the heel?
Well, yeah, that's true.
Apparently he was good in person in concert Dave Meltzer, he won't lie.
Truthful as a journalist. As a wrestling journalist.
Yeah, no, I don't think the piping in was as prevalent tonight.
No.
But yeah, as we said yesterday, you think you probably need it because it's a big empty arena, isn't it? Really big empty,
and everyone's muffled because they should be wearing masks technically, shouldn't they? So
there we go. So we get Ashland Kraft singing "America the Beautiful." Who did you prefer, Ashland Kraft or Bebe Rexha?
Bebe Rexha.
Of course you did, because you're a massive pervert.
No.
I don't know. That's hard to tell. It was a lot more low key today, wasn't it?
It was.
No, Vince, I was disappointed.
No, there wasn't even. He's done his bit, hasn't he?
Well, he did everything else on the start of last night's show, didn't he? I was annoyed at the video package being the same again.
Yes, I
Yeah,
was.
We said that yesterday, didn't we? And no one was tweeting about it. I was outraged.
And
It was different images, but the same voiceover.
Yeah.
when we get to the ending as well, I've got something to pick up.
But the ending of the show.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I
appreciate this with you, Peters.
Not again.
is it a year's hard work has gone into this?
No, it's about a video package.
Right. Okay. I know I'm loving this recently, Peters. You announcing that you've got things to say at the end of the show, keeping us all on our toes.
Keep you listening so you can hear my point.
We get our hosts then, Titus O'Neill and Hulk Hogan, dressed as pirates.
Oh my god, this is fucking brilliant. Me and Lou straight away in our chat, we're loving it.
I know Hogan's a massive racist, right? You shouldn't have been there in the first place.
He's fucking gone there.
But is it not sad to see an industry legend dressed up as a pirate? Like this man...
Titus O'Neill?
Right.
He looked more like a musketeer than a pirate. Because
he loved the pirate puns, didn't he? But I just think, right, the racism aside, we're just going on WWE's the body of work.
This is the
wrestler only because he shouldn't be there anyhow. But you don't see Stone Cold turn up as a pirate. This man's like an industry legend, and it's just a bit sad that he's had to resort to this.
He had an expensive divorce, though, didn't he? So
he got booed. He got booed last night, so maybe they were like, "Well, what can we do that's a bit different?"
I know, but he should.
We'll make him look like a bit of a tit when he's getting booed.
Just like a pirate, right? I'll do it.
He's up there, isn't he? You just don't see like The Rock or Stone Cold.
No, but he's old now. You can imagine Flair doing it, can you?
Well, you know how old he is. He couldn't even dance without holding his head. Flair would do it.
Yeah, it's sad as well.
Randy the Ram Robinson.
Yeah, but then you get Mick Foley that dresses up as anything and everything. So.
Yeah, but Mick Foley, that was part of Mick Foley's charm, wasn't it?
I do know what you mean.
I know what you say.
It just looked very small. It looked like a small old man next to Titus, didn't he? That was what shocked me.
Probably because, let's be fair, that's what he is.
Maybe, I don't know, like Hogan, maybe, if he's getting booed at WrestleMania in Tampa, his hometown, then maybe just call it a day.
Yeah. It ran its course in...
I agree.
It's run its course on it.
It's a shame, but he said what he said, didn't
he? Yeah, and he can't take that back, and he shouldn't be there.
And now he looks like a tit.
Yeah. Well, now he's just up as a pirate. So.
Now he looks like a musketeer pirate, man.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, we'll move on from the host. Talked about nothing yesterday. We've got Randy Orton versus The Fiend.
Oh my god.
Randy Orton in white. That was weird, wasn't it?
It was like Blue Teaster, me and Lou about this. It's just off-putting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know you save your special gear for WrestleMania, but
maybe it's indicating it was the first time.
Was it?
I don't know. What was this, Ross? Explain.
No. So it was only 5 minutes long. The actual match. The Fiend sort of is released from a Jack in the Box by Alexa Bliss.
Well, hang on. Before that, you've got him sort of walking, haven't you?
Who?
Look at the Fiend, looking like the Weeknd at the Super Bowl.
He comes through a tunnel, doesn't he?
I missed that if he did.
Fuck it up. So basically, he walks through like a rigging structure, doesn't he? And he's the burnt. Did you not wonder why he wasn't burnt anymore?
I just must have been doing something else.
For fuck's sake. Well, so he starts out burnt and then walks through like a little portal and becomes unburnt.
Regenerates, yeah.
Yeah, regenerates. Mm-hmm. And then there's a box-like structure. Now continue.
And then he gets released from a giant Jack in the Box. Red light on the match.
It's too dark. When it's dark outside an open air arena, don't do it.
I just imagine it's annoying watching it on screen with all these incredible cameras. I just imagine it's really annoying watching it in person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even less to see. There's not actually much in the match. The Fiend doesn't really sell anything. I did like he reversed an RKO attempt into a mandible claw. We then tries to do a Sister Abigail and his Kane's pyro a bit early. It should have been when he was later on.
That's good. I tweeted that he'd nicked Kane's pyro.
And then Alexa Bliss is like covered in some sort of black goo.
Big costume change for her. She's in the box, aren't she?
Yeah.
In the box like structure.
Sorry, box like structure, yeah.
Cheers, Michael Cole. It's if this is the end of that storyline, what a load of
No, it's not the end. But I
It's
don't
the
know
end,
if that's
I think
a good
it's
or
the
bad
end.
thing.
It's the end with Orton, I think.
No, that's what I mean. Sorry, with Orton. Not, I know the Fiend didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but it's bigger than Orton, I think, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
I
A
don't
lot of rumors going on. I don't know if people are just because Brian Alvarez has been taking the piss out of this for ages and saying this shit. And I'm starting to think he's right.
have.
You know, the storyline.
The thing is that when you look at it, like, what has it actually achieved? It's just made the Fiend look stupid. Because he's been doing all these tricks, playing mind games on Randy Orton, and then he went over like that.
Yeah, but is it Alexa Bliss who's doing all
It
that?
was a higher power. So there's
Yeah.
a few theories flying out there. There's one that
I was going to
Bo
say, I've
Dallas
got to, yeah.
was in the costume, but that wouldn't make any sense because then you'd have to reveal that for it to make sense. Otherwise, it's just a guy in it. It's like Callisto and Hunica.
Raw tonight.
And then the other one that I read, which is more interesting, is this signaling the return of Aleister Black? Because all the symbols that were surrounding Alexa were very Aleister Black-like.
Oh, that would be cool.
Is he the higher power?
I hope that
Aleister
is,
Black.
because that's a big fuck you to the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. To be fair.
Or did you just not know what to do with the storyline?
Oh, to be fair,
I think it's secret option number 3 that you've just given us there.
The theory I had was that I don't watch the weekly products. I don't know, but is Alexa Bliss actually? Are we actually going to get a Sister Abigail? And is she in charge of the Fiend? And this is her way of. She's the one in control of the Fiend.
She was the one that caused the distraction for him to lose, wasn't she? By bleeding.
Well, yeah, she does. She did look like Sister Abigail, but I only know what Sister Abigail looks like because Bray Wyatt was Sister Abigail like 4 or 5 years ago.
Paige should have been the original Sister Abigail.
But
That would have been shit. That would have been. Sorry, Peters. Everyone says this. I've heard it on the internet. That would have been crap. Just because she's got dark hair and light skin.
Yeah, but it would have been better than this.
Yeah, but
it would have been anywhere.
Paige didn't need to be Sister Abigail.
Neither does Alexa Bliss.
But now we're there. But everyone says this. I'm putting it to bed now. This rumor that Paige should have been Sister Abigail. It would have been crap.
Here we are.
Anybody being Sister Abigail would have been
journalist
crap.
Mark and putting everything to bed.
Yeah, would have. Yeah, because we're professional. You ever think, right, that when somebody
we are the total opposite of professional.
Speak for yourself. You're the total opposite of professional.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not having that, Peters. It would have been rubbish.
What about who's the Liv Morgan?
That would have been crap as well.
About Tamina.
Natalia.
Tamina's crap in everything she does.
Well, we'll get to that.
We will get to that.
But no, this storyline was just a bit. Didn't you think like it was? And I think it was. I don't know if it was because like the first night was really good and everyone went to, but it was just a normal card and everyone was like, felt like something big was going to happen tonight and it just never did. In this match, I was like, then he threw Randy towards the box, like stretcher, and I thought maybe they're going to go in the box. Firefly Funhouse starts. You know what I mean? Like I thought something was going to happen. Then the lights go down, and then they come back up, and it's just like.
To be fair play for getting everything.
For another day, and it just moves on to the next segment. And I was like,
fair play to getting everything cleared so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I thought this was going to be a telematic match.
Well, the box is still there.
Match.
The box is still there. Wasn't it? Wasn't it just Alexa dropped down and Bray ended up under the ring?
I thought the box had gone as well.
No, the box is still there. Wasn't it?
No, the box is still there as well.
Yeah, because Michael Cole said something about it, man.
Yeah, the box like stretcher was still there. Yeah. But it was just I expected more from it. You were expecting to. It's just another step in it. This could have happened at Fastlane maybe, and then something else happened. But maybe Aleister Black's going to come back. But also, as I said on yesterday's podcast, surely one of these big returns you'd want in front of a crowd.
Yeah. Well, there was a big return.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that later on.
We've already alluded to.
Yeah, a bit of a flat start, wasn't
it? I mean,
I think it could have been a lot better than what it was.
I think this is.
I'm worried this storyline is going to continue.
But I think the storyline will continue. I just think Orton won't be in it. I think this is a way of getting Orton out without making Orton look rubbish. He's won now. He's beat the Fiend. Move on. That's what I think.
He can get out. I don't know what he can do now. He can do something. Okay.
He can do anything else.
But yeah,
I think
it's just
this is a way of progressing the Fiend. Having Orton win. I would have liked the Fiend to have kicked out at 3 though.
Like he did against Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it might lead to something. It might. I know a lot of people say let it play out, or maybe we just let it play out too long. It's nice to see him doing like a long-term storyline.
Yeah.
in some ways, but it's like I know Peter's like saying he's worried it's going to continue. But it'd be even weird if it didn't continue now. Do you know what I mean? Like they've left on the cliffhanger. I think I tweeted last night that I don't care.
That's the thing. I say it's weird.
Yeah.
I'm worried it's going to continue, but if it doesn't, whatever happens, it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
If it continues, where does it go? And if it stops, what? Yeah.
Bo Dallas being there. Don't get the point.
No, I'm not buying that.
It could be someone else.
I'm not buying.
But it didn't make any.
IRS.
If it is someone else, it's because Bray couldn't be there. It's not because it's a storyline. I think.
Yeah, it's probably.
And then maybe they asked the Black thing, but then what happens there? Where does that go?
Do you have a cult? I'm all for a cult. Ministry of Darkness type cult.
I'm sure when we all next meet up to record, we will know more than what.
This is why my original plan, like I had plans, my original idea, Undertaker, being like he sits in a corner, asks the Black Ghost in for advice. Could have worked, couldn't it?
You could have it.
Oh, Vince pulls the cloak down again.
But Taker just has a band of spooky dudes. That's what I'm saying.
Spooky dudes. No, I don't think Taker can now because he's a family man.
Yeah.
He was out shooting turkeys the other day as well.
Yeah, can't be Taker anymore, can it?
No. So a damp squib to open the night.
Yeah. Well, it was weird for me because I was expecting it to not be a proper match.
Yeah, same. I think everyone expected something completely different to what he
especially
did.
with the way the theme walked out to start with as well, which you missed obviously.
Yeah. And the fact that he announced it to start, like you would think they were planning something big to start with, and it wasn't really. Unless they got this idea, realised it was half baked, and thought, oh, let's just get out of the way. But then you won't make a big deal of it, would you? They really went for it just before the show, saying this is going to open it.
Yeah.
Side note, was it darker a lot earlier last night?
Maybe.
I'm sure, like when Vince was on
was
stage,
it later?
It was later.
No, but I wonder if that was because of the storms, because obviously it clears and goes, doesn't it? So
maybe it looked darker earlier, but
yeah.
The drones were cool.
I didn't notice them again. Didn't notice them.
Said, "Let me in the sky."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I was doing. Clearly, I've not paid much attention
to start reviewing and giving it back well to
it. Well,
that would have been better than something.
I hope you didn't pay attention in the next match either.
Well, before we get to the next match, we've got Titus and Hogan talking to Eric Bischoff, and then Bailey interrupts. I just don't get this, Bailey. I don't get it. I guess she's potentially annoying. Called? 83 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Should have mentioned something to with a boat or there. Hogan's got a boat, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A dilapidated boat.
Yeah, really plugged that podcast. But Bailey, I think the whole point was to build it up to she got to come up at the end, but then
well, apparently
I don't want to be like one of these whinger types, but it's just there's a lot that happened on the show that was like okay.
I've heard the reason that Bailey didn't have a match is because she's got some things going on in her personal life. Because she's recently just split with like her ex-fiance or something. So I'm wondering if maybe her head's not in the right place and they wanted her on the card, but she's not ready for it.
Yeah, so I think she should have a story for her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think this is part of the story. I think she was intentionally whinging that she didn't have a match.
Oh yeah, she was, but just the payoff was awful at the end. But we'll get
to that. It was terrible. Anyhow, but speaking
of crap chaos,
we've got Natalya and Tamina against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the women's tag titles. So obviously Natalya and Tamina won last night the tag team turmoil to get this opportunity. This match went 14 minutes.
Yes, it did.
And the Nigerian drum match went 6.
This
was awful.
It makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. You've got two tag teams that aren't proper tag teams fighting over the tag team championship. For the tag team that won the tag team turmoil that aren't a proper tag team to lose to the non-proper tag team champions who hold the tag team championship. Don't make any sense.
But I think they are a tag team. No, I guess Jackson Baszler.
No, yeah, because they lost the titles and went back for it, didn't they?
Yeah, they are a tag team.
Yeah, they must be a tag team now.
Which I don't mind, because Shayna Baszler's a lot older than you think, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. The best thing was Natalya getting kneed in the face, because that looked horrendous.
Yeah. Tell you what looked horrendous. It was Tamina's scoop slam on Nia Jax.
Tell you what else looked horrendous.
Iconic moment.
I'll tell you what else looked horrendous. This entire 14 minutes, 20 seconds.
And we'll just go to the finish then. Tamina just does a school called Nia Jax, and then she misses a splash. You talk about not wanting to, we want to do our own thing and not live on the legacy. Well, Tamina does her dad's finisher. Natalia then does her dad's, uncle's finisher.
Yeah.
Do some new moves then if you want to.
You're Canadian, I should got to do the sharpshooter, aren't you?
It's a rule. Until he
This-
puts the sharpshooter on Nia Jax, and then Shayna Baszler does the curfew, the clutch on her. Whilst he's in it, which I quite liked. Quite clever finish.
I thought they were going to go for like a non-finish after all that. At that point, when that was up.
I'd rather have them done that.
Yeah.
What, non-finish? You want to see this again?
Well, no, but I wouldn't have been watching it. I wouldn't have been watching it because it'd have been on weekly telly. So.
I was hoping for a non-finish because my prediction of Charlotte and Becky winning that match could have come true.
Yeah, you've not done very well. We'll go through the results at the end, Lou.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've won. You've not done very well.
But no, it was just a very you feel for the people involved because it almost felt like they were hung out to dry, but it should never have been given that much time.
No.
Really. Is that like the second longest match of the night? On the whole weekend, is there any matches longer? A few matches longer. It was longer. That match was longer than the entire Gauntlet match the night before.
Just wasn't very good. Can we just? I'll admit now, Tamina just needs to do one.
Yeah, I know everyone was saying that she was over, but it was very ironic, wasn't it? It was probably thanks to Ross Riddell more than anything. Why?
She's had enough chances. I'm all for giving somebody a chance, but she's had enough.
Yeah, I would have just. I think did I say this yesterday? I can't remember. I might have just texted my mate, but I would have just those titles just moved them to NXT rather than create.
You did say this yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I think it was two poor matches to open night two after what had been a very good night one.
Yeah, the whole women's tag, the both matches were disappointing. Really, the tag team turmoil last night and that night didn't shine a light on it. Hopefully, though, I was thinking about this when you said now you wanted that title to go to NXT. I guess that would have worked as well, but. With NXT's women's tag title, hopefully we'll get some more proper women's tag teams.
Yeah, and hopefully
in a couple of years it'll pay off.
Yeah, hopefully they do that and they keep them together. But I'd be interested to see what they do with those titles next because there's no reason to give Natalya and Tamina another rematch. They probably will because the next show is called WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bloody awesome.
Is this just going to be? Are we just going to get rematches?
I think we're going to get a few rematches.
Yeah.
Probably a few gimmicks in there, but there's no reason to give them another. Who did you give the Riot Squad? But they lost the qualifier, so do you give them one? Yeah. I guess they won 2 matches before they lost, so you've got that. But yeah,
no.
See if anything happens on Raw tonight. But yeah.
While we're on about WrestleMania Backlash, I like WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania should be the culmination of a year's hard work.
It is a culmination.
No, genuinely, I think all feuds should end WrestleMania and then start again.
Well, I think we'll have a shake-up.
You know, like a season's finished, and then the next pay-per-view is like a new thing.
I think
you get new challenges. I don't like WrestleMania starting feuds.
I think we're going to get the shake-up soon anyway when crowds return.
I think that's how they should book. You know, like they used to, didn't they? Back in the day, they used to book WrestleMania to WrestleMania, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think
Backlash has been around since like 2001, right? Earlier than that.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't know. I think you can have a Backlash to WrestleMania, but I just like to think it should be new feuds.
Yeah, hopefully it will be. Like, as I say, like the after SmackDown, after WrestleMania shows should be good. We'll see what they do on. I guess this is going to be the first proper SmackDown after WrestleMania on a Friday. I guess the one last year, but it was in the Performance Center, right? So we'll see what they do there. Raw tonight is always good. There's no crowd though, is there? So it's just back in the Thunderdome. So we'll see. Like, I guess, are you going to get a surprise pop? They can give them the whole bloody surprise pop, can't they? Just play it.
Whatever they want,
surprise pop button. So we'll see what happens tonight. But I think tonight maybe don't get your hopes up as much as you would do for a normal.
No.
I think there's probably more surprises will be when the first Raw or SmackDown in front of a crowd, whenever that's going to be. Summer. Maybe after SummerSlam.
Yeah, the next 2 pay-per-views are in the Thunderdome, aren't they? There's WrestleMania Backlash now, May 16th, and I assume it's Money in the Bank now, June 20th. They're the next 2.
Maybe it's going to be the Raw after SummerSlam. It's going to be the next big one.
I think it will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do.
Well, anyway, moving on, then we've got Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. For some reason, JBL's on commentary.
Gotta get them out, get Legends out.
Yeah, get Legends out.
Sami Zayn's obviously brought Logan Paul, who's sporting a mullet. Must be an old WCW fan.
Yeah.
This is a bit weird, this match, wasn't it? This match got 9 minutes.
It felt a very quick 9 minutes as well.
Yeah, it did.
Was anyone...
Go on, Piers.
I was slightly disappointed that Kevin Owens, you're thinking he's going to jump off something again like he did last year, and I don't think they left the ring, did they?
I don't know, but Kevin Owens is a very good wrestler.
No, I'm not saying that, but I think there was a lot more. I would have taken 10 minutes off the women's match. Not put it on here, but given this another 5 minutes and let them go outside a little bit and do something up the ramp and stuff. Jump off something.
Did it need? I don't think it needed that.
Yeah, I think it was only because I know that Owens had been tweeting about it a lot, and he'd been down to the stadium and he'd looked at the pirate ship. But the pirate ship he wanted to jump off was not part of the set, was it? Because it was behind the big pirate ship that they'd built. So, I mean, it takes a while to get up there. You have to do like a last man stand or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I guess so I think maybe if he hadn't hyped it, it was a lot of hype tonight for things that didn't happen, which some was the fans' fault, but some was the wrestlers' fault, Becky. So there was just maybe it was that, but I thought this was a fairly good match. I thought at this point I was like, right, we're back.
Oh no, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I just think they could. I wish it had a bit more time to have done something a little bit different. But
I thought, no, we're back on track now.
Yeah, this was
just 2 minutes having a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
it's good, isn't it?
So we'll go to. Oh, I did like this. Kevin Owens reversed the superplex with a suplex. I've never seen that done before.
Yeah, and then they also did the finish from one of the matches at Payback or something, but the other way around, because this time Owens is the face.
Yeah, so Zayn hits a haluva kick, and it goes for a second one. But Owens hits him with 2 super kicks and then a stunner to win. Yeah. After the match, Logan Paul tries to celebrate with Owens.
Which makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, he just... I don't know.
No, I think Pogan Lol. Logan
Yeah, that should be his name, Pogan Lol.
Pogan Lol.
I think Logan Paul realizes
is that the Wish version, is it?
Yeah, him getting money and being beaten up.
Probably.
Like, I don't think they're ready, because I know last night they were like, oh, look, they're booing Logan Paul. Like, they knew that was going to happen, which is why it plays out like it does. But I think it was just his character just be a douche of just like, yeah, I'm just going to celebrate with this guy.
Yeah. I think he's a very smart man, Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But yeah, then that is his character, and he's just oblivious.
Yeah.
So he tries to celebrate with Owens. Sami Zayn's not happy with it. Logan Paul then pushes Sami Zayn, and then he gets stunned by Owens. Do we prefer Kevin Owens as a heel or a babyface?
I'm
enjoying his babyface right now.
I think he's funny as whichever. I really don't mind. I
think he's better as a babyface. He's getting cheered anyhow. Got cheered when he was a heel. I think he's better as a Stone Cold-esque babyface. I just wish they hadn't given the stunner. Yeah, he's one of the more talented people. I was going to say I'd like to see him in the world title picture, but we just had that, mate. Give him a break.
Yeah, he needs to be out of that for a bit.
Yeah.
But, unless he got him as across in his brand, then he could go back in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't the stunner. I don't mind. Like, yeah, parts. It's like this was the first time it's really felt like it's just like a low budget Stone Cold kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's a move that can come out of nowhere. Like, it wouldn't have been the same if he was like, I'm just going to Irish whip you over here and then.
Yeah, I don't like. I think he needed for the character, but his character is very Stone Cold, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's like the working man hero. I just think when you don't want him to be an absolute plagiarism of Stone Cold.
I don't think he is. I mean, if he'd gone to the Turnbuckle and got a beer, and I thought it'd be right, fair enough. He comes out like tomorrow, he's bald, he's got a goatee. Like,
changes full attire.
Hogan Law took it well as well, didn't he?
He did take it as a stunner. I think better than Vince did. Christ.
Who had the better celebrity appearance, Logan Paul or Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny by far.
Yeah, but I think Logan Paul's is pretty good. So you've got to.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I just because, like you say, we've seen celebrities take that stunner, Donald, horrendously. Vince.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I think the celebrity involvement has been quite good, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
because it didn't go too far either.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not like Jon Stewart.
You could say it did go a little bit too far with the first night because someone pulled off a Canadian Destroyer, but it was very good.
Yeah, no, but that's not going too far as in like Kevin Federline or Jon Stewart
in
the main event.
No, I agree.
Like they can't help themselves doing. That was ridiculous. Remember that when Jon Stewart stopped Cena winning the title.
I just didn't want to see it happen. I just didn't want to see Ric Flair's
And Jeremy
record being broken.
Piven's Summerfest.
Horrendous. But yeah, I just think Kevin Owens just needs a new finisher. But it's hard. What finisher can you do?
I think it's done as fine.
Yeah, I don't understand. But this is where the night started to pick up, wasn't it?
Yeah, big pop.
Yeah, it was. That was 9 minutes. We then go backstage, and what have they done to Matt Riddle?
Well, I think it plays into the end of the
stoner,
mattress. But yeah, he's just a stoner, isn't
Yeah.
Big bad stoner, isn't he?
With his scooter, and he's talking to the Great Khali. And then
he? The Great Khali actually forgot his lines here, because that was really awkward.
I think so. Yeah. Do you think he was supposed to turn up? Hey, Rob, go on. Khali's lost it.
Again.
Well, it happened to Matt Riddle on Raw, didn't it? You see where he went, I don't know. He scooted off because he forgot his lines. But he kept it in. So I don't know if it was a rib, but someone was like, Khali, just don't say anything because he won't know what to do. Like, it was really awkward.
Yeah, but having he turns up and tries to sell his weed papers.
Yeah, because we're rolling papers today.
That was
I know that was the joke and everyone gets it, they're both stoners, but I think this is the first time anyway I'd been like, yeah, let's go.
It's illegal. It's legal in some places, isn't it? Maybe it's legal in Florida, I don't know.
Yeah, the Godfather's well into it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Godfather Charles Wright, he's well into it. But I tweeted, does 420 plus 420 make them 840? Is that like super blazed? Just horrendous, isn't it? With the rolling papers as well. Just completely off the tits.
That's what he's saying.
Sheamus against Riddle, man. This is for the US title. I'm not going to mention that. This is what's with the birds then with Riddle? What's with the birds?
Birds fly high.
I like the one that had the little eye patch on.
Yeah, they had pirate hats on this time, weren't they?
Yeah,
nice touch. It's WrestleMania. It's pirates.
True. I am disappointed that Sheamus no longer wears his flat cap. I loved
He does backstage.
You know, I thought he should wrestle.
I think you should bring back his old theme tune. Too many lights. That one.
Yeah.
Now he's got his old school look again.
Yeah, I like Sheamus in the wife beater, white shirt. That's what it's called. It's called a wife beater, isn't it?
Yeah. Sure, that's how they sell them.
These are the views of Ross Markham only, and not the entire rest.
I liked him in the white. I'm not, I'm condoning beating up your wife, but in the white shirt with the grey trousers. Do you know what I mean? That's what he should be wearing.
Yeah, he's all like Peaky Blinders thing. That's what he does. That.
No, but he's not half wrestling it.
No, because it's too Baron Corbin, that, isn't it?
No, it's not a proper shirt.
The man's a serious wrestler.
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of love for Sheamus.
I've got a lot of love for this match.
This was one of my favourite matches, I think.
Yeah.
10 minutes long. There was a belly to belly from the top row. Jesus Christ. There's someone's Sheamus' size as well. And the finish, Riddle goes for a second rope moonsault. And Sheamus just kicks him in the head.
Yeah, what was it? Is it white noise he was trying to do off the
white
top
noise
rope?
he tried to do. Yeah. Oh my god, that could have gone so badly if Sheamus hadn't have held on to it. When you looked at Sheamus's feet, they should have kept Sheamus's feet like on the second rope, but in front of the post, where ring corners like that. His feet were behind the corner and not in front of it.
You've just used the visual aid on audio only podcast.
Okay, well.
Describe the corner anyway. Imagine a 9-degree angle.
Imagine a right angle. His feet were at the outside of it, and they should have been on the inside, and he would have been able to pull it off.
Or his feet acute, and they should have been obtuse. Have I got that the right word?
No, his feet were obtuse.
No, I think his feet were the wrong
acute.
side of the ropes. Is what you
yeah. But they were obtuse and should have been acute.
Right.
Yeah, they were at 270 rather than 90.
And he shouldn't have climbed up to the top rope to do it. If he'd done it off the second rope, he would have done it.
Yeah, because obviously it wasn't the finish, because I don't think the finish of the moonsault and the broad kick would have been on the fly, would it? So
No. Not that. Fucking hell, that was incredible.
It must have been a planned finish.
If it was, then fair play.
Sheamus wins, Riddle's bust open, and he's pretty upset, isn't he?
Yeah, so I think he's going to take himself more seriously now.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's going to go to. Like, if you weren't pissing about when you were fucking high, like you might have won that match.
So it's going to be
I think / hope that's what they're going to go with.
It's going to be a bit R-Truth, capital. What was it?
Capital Punishment?
Capital Punishment.
Capital Punishment. Capital Combat's RoboCop.
It's WCW, isn't it? Yeah. It's going to be a bit like that then. If he actually,
I don't know if he'll turn heel, but he might just be like, "Fuck it, I was in the UFC."
Yeah.
Did you see that he did the jackhammer as well at one point, calling out Big Bill?
Yeah, he did.
First title in 2 years.
Yeah, third time he's won the US title. I wish it was Intercontinental just so he had it all like nice little bow.
Yeah.
But this,
I thought it was a really good hard-hitting match, and I say it shows that more serious side to Matt Riddle rather than just a happy-go-lucky stoner. But I think they spent a lot. I think you can always tell when someone loses, like if they spend a lot of camera time on him afterwards.
Yeah, which they did.
It's going somewhere. It wasn't like they just cut to Sheamus there and Pyro, and it was like, yeah, Sheamus. It was like I spent a lot of time focusing on Matt Riddle. So I don't think it's bad for Matt Riddle that he lost.
No,
I think it'll constitute a more serious turn in his character.
Please,
I think he might be like knocking about RVD again tonight. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll find out, won't we?
Please for Sheamus as well. He's managed to get out of being Sheamus. He's no longer annoying, is he?
We were talking about Sheamus yesterday, weren't we? And he just tends to ruin things. But I think everyone was quite pleased for Sheamus to win it yesterday.
I'm pleased for him.
Nice moment. Because the thing is, what should have been his biggest WrestleMania moment is essentially what killed / stalled his career. Yeah. When he beat Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds, you would think, well, that's putting someone over huge. But actually, it damaged him a lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
In the eyes of the fans.
He's just, he was the reason they didn't get what they want.
Yeah, so it's nice for him to get a moment now rather than be like, I can Sheamus.
Which again, when you thought everybody cheering when he beat Reigns for the with the Money in the Bank, and then it was like, oh yeah, but
that was just, because I remember that. That was like 6 years ago, not 5 years ago, wasn't it? But that was just lazy, wasn't it? That it was just
rubbish. Yeah. Anyhow, pleased for Sheamus because I'm a big fan. We're going on to the next match then. But let's just say this match got 6 minutes. Natalia got 14 minutes. This is Big E against Apollo Crews in a Nigerian drum fight. They didn't call it a title. So a Nigerian drum fight is basically a street fight with a load of drums.
And a gong.
And a gong, yeah.
They used the gong.
They did use the gong.
They did.
I was very disappointed.
Use the drums.
I was very disappointed my head through a drum idea didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, that would have been good, wouldn't it?
I was hoping for my big, you have to go through the drum to win it. Get him in a drum. Get him inside the drum, play it.
To be fair, both, well, maybe not that last bit. But
the whole thing that the fight had nothing to do with drums. It was, but you're supposed to hit them that hard. It sounds like a drum.
That's what I suggested.
Yeah, but then that was the match before, though, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
That was. I don't think they're the type of two wrestlers to do that type of match.
It was a gimmick hardcore match.
Yeah, it was. It was like one of those, like a Raw. You know when they have like the Miracle on 34th Street?
Yeah, it's just a gimmick hardcore match.
It's like there's a few Christmas things. Or they have what was the one where Carl Anderson it with Pumpkin Lizard? Trick or Street fight.
It's Trick or Street, something like that. Wasn't it?
Bit like that. But I thought they would have at least batted them or head with drums. Or done like as Peter said, like the head on drum spot.
Yeah, I think they should have more time.
So Apollo Crews got called up to the Raw after 30. Sorry, I've just almost fallen off my chair. Got called up after WrestleMania 32, the night after when we were all there. This is like the first thing he's actually done, isn't it?
Titles worldwide.
Yeah, this is the first thing he's actually done, then, isn't it?
Yeah, he was US title. He was US champion, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't have that for long, though, did he? Particularly. No. It's weird that it's taken him this long to sort of find his character, and that WWE have stuck by him because usually they've sort of sacked people off, haven't they? By this point.
I think I remember when he signed. He made his debut at Takeover Brooklyn, didn't he? It was a huge deal. And apparently this, I don't know, I didn't really follow him, but apparently this is a lot more like his character on the Indies.
He's only 33 though, isn't he? So he's still
he's got plenty of time.
He's still got plenty of time in him.
When you look, Bobby Lashley's like 44, and he ain't slowing down, is he? So he's got plenty of time, which is why people shouldn't really worry. Like, I know 5 years seems like a long time, but look how long it took Edge to get his first title.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm worried about it. Like I say, I just think it's weird that WWE haven't basically pulled the plug on it and have sort of brought him back. So they did for a bit, didn't they? And he's sort of come back, and like you say, now he's IC champ. But
I think they have pulled the plug a couple of times, but just before all the water's gone out, they've stuck it back in.
Yeah, they've stuck it back in just to see what's left. And
floated the duck again.
This has come back.
Yeah, because I was all for him joining the hair business, but this is better, I think.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the returning, debuting
Well, we'll go do that now then. But before the match, Big E gets the big entrance with a
Wale. You can buy a Wale WrestleMania t-shirt. There you go.
Wale Mania.
Wait, this is Wale Mania every year, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Played in. Big E got the big entrance in his hometown as well, so obviously he knew he wasn't going to win. But it was the right decision.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, he was just unlucky that it was his hometown, really. I think in this time, storyline-wise, it was the right call.
I think there's bigger and better things awaiting Big E now.
Yes, as we will still discuss in a second. Before that, so we get Apollo splashes through an empty table. Big E then hits the big ending. He's about to go for the pin, and then Dabo Kato, or
Babatunde,
or Commander Aziz, as he's now called, interferes and chokeslams Big E. And there's the Samoan Spike, or I guess they're going to call it the Nigerian Spike now. Before that. And then Apollo Crews wins by pinfall to be the new champion. The right decision, because I think Big E should go into the main event picture.
Well, me and Lew were having this discussion last night, I think. And, were we?
Can't remember.
I can't remember. I think we were. It's been a long 2 days. I think there's bigger things awaiting Big E now.
I think he was in the Continental Champion for 110 days.
Yeah, he had a good one. He won it on, didn't you, on New Year's Day? New Year's Eve?
Something like that.
Yeah, and it was like, you couldn't have had Apollo Crews lose again, because this is his 7th Intercontinental Championship match since November.
And if you do, you've totally killed his gimmick straight away as well, haven't you?
Well, no, but because he's lost all of them, it makes sense that he would get a big lad in to help him.
It's just weird, isn't it, that like all the heels are winning tonight?
Yeah.
Out of the 7 matches?
Yeah, 6 for heels.
6-1, yeah.
Only
Kevin Owens is the babyface of one. Spoilers.
The next match, is she really a heel?
Yeah.
In my eyes, yes.
Yeah, I think she's a heel.
Yeah. Anyway, but before we get to that, Big E, I think he should be in the. I don't know.
I think after this weekend, there's bigger things for Cesaro and Big E.
Yeah, but who do you do first? Because I could see Big E holding the title.
Are they on different shows?
No,
they're off right now.
I wonder if there'll be a draft and then they'll put one on one and one on the other.
I don't know. I can see Big E holding the title. I can't see.
No, I think Roman needs a full roster of challengers now, so I'd keep them both on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to the main event, but he's decisively beaten both his main challengers.
Yeah, I could see Big E. I could see Big E toppling him. That'd be a good story.
They've already hinted at it, haven't they, on like Talking Smack and stuff. But that's a WrestleMania match for next year. So get Cesaro out of the way first.
Yeah, because I just can't see Cesaro, but I love Cesaro, and he's very good. I just can't see him being the champion.
I think Cesaro will be fighting for it at SummerSlam.
It should be. And Cesaro's that Intercontinental / is in the Elimination Chamber every year. Do you know what I mean? That level.
He's
never
like
going to win
upper
it.
mid-card.
He's Andy Johnson. Too good for the championship, but not good enough for the Premier League.
Oh, Andy Johnson had a decent run in the Premier League.
Robert
Henshaw would have.
He had one
Jordan
season.
Rhodes, then.
Robert Henshaw would have been the better one.
Robert Henshaw, the only player to have scored a hat-trick in the Premier League, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, FA Cup and League Cup.
I know, I saw it on Twitter as well.
There you go.
Twitter or Facebook, because I got one of them.
And plus Robert Henshaw.
But yeah, that's where Cesaro should be. And probably the same as like Nakamura.
No, give him a main event run. But
I don't think
he'll win the title. But
I don't mind him having a main event run. I'm saying I can't see him being the guy.
No, not many people can be the guy, like, can they?
No.
They've very much let us know who the guy is tonight.
Yeah, they have, as we'll get there. But big Apollo Crews, big things expected from Apollo Crews.
It's going to be interesting to see what his challenges are now as well.
Yeah, only 33, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got plenty of time, hasn't he? Plenty of time.
Who do we think is going to be his next challenger?
Good point. Who's on SmackDown?
Owens?
I'm going to go. This is out there. Montez Ford.
I
don't think you need to break the Street Profits up. I think you just need to start putting them in singles matches.
They're going to break up the Street Profits because they don't care about tactics.
But I think they just need to start putting them in singles matches a
bit. He's the better one, isn't he?
Angelo Dawkins is going to go into that big guy, bad guy, empty pit of nothingness.
Yeah.
Where Tucker went, where R.I.P. Shad, where he went when the split crime time up initially, I think where Big Cass went.
Although he's a heel at the moment, if he turn face again, I think Apollo Crews and Shorty G, Chad Gable, could do good things in the ring.
Yeah.
I think that'd be quite a good match. I'd be happy seeing that, actually.
He's a tag team wrestler, isn't he?
Guess you got Rey Mysterio or Dom there, aren't you, as well?
Yeah.
But then too, got to win the title. Surely is father and son.
Yeah, you would have thought so.
But yeah,
we need to see that.
Well, it's going to be interesting, I think, watching what's going to happen with Apollo Crews now.
Nakamura's on SmackDown, isn't
he? Yeah, he'd be another one who you could get away with doing it.
Yeah,
I don't think Nakamura needs the title again.
No, I don't think
it could be Nakamura. Actually, that's a good shout.
Yeah, but they could, like SmackDown made Jey Uso main event out of absolutely nowhere. So
yeah,
could be. Don't know what's going to happen there.
Could be Jimmy Uso going for it.
Well, to
be fair,
he's a heel, isn't he? I'm thinking that you could have Usos heel in the table, but he's a heel in this, so it's not going to work.
Yeah, I just about to say that.
Didn't Heyman have a thing with Apollo Crews?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a little bit as well where like Rowan was like, sit down and watch this.
So maybe they're gonna.
And I guess they are both chiefs of the respective countries.
That'd be good if they join forces and then there's like an implosion.
Yeah.
Maybe that big Apollo's babyface.
Who would be the chief of chiefs?
Yeah, maybe that's the thing.
Paul Heyman, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, Paul Heyman's just the
chief of chiefs. The chief of chiefs.
Good match. Just disappointing. Got 6 minutes when other matches got a lot longer.
Yeah, so like I said, I'd give it 10 minutes off the women's match. I'd have given this another 5 and given Owens and Zayn another 5.
Yeah, that is true. And then we'll move on. We've got the Hall of Fame 2021. We've got Rob Van Dam, Molly Holly. I wonder if she stood on the stage throughout. Especially left actually. Just stand there during the main event. Yeah, the Great Khali, fully deserved. Terry Peters, Ozzy Osbourne is the celebrity guy.
Yeah, didn't even turn up.
William Shatner. None of the non-wrestlers did they?
William Shatner.
What's he doing?
To be fair, William Shatner is 90 years old.
Ozzy Osbourne.
He's probably stuck in England.
He's not the picture of health, is he? No, he lives in America, doesn't he?
I don't know. He might be over in England.
No, they all live in America. The Osbournes.
Do they?
Yeah. That's why the kids sound American.
Yeah, but they lived over there. But I think they came back here, didn't they?
No, Sharon Osbourne regularly works American TV.
But I think Shatner's Canadian as well, isn't he? So I think he's probably in Canada for his own safety.
Yeah. Do you reckon they just paid for a cameo to get them two on screen? 50 quid.
Well, William Shatner, he did the Breaking Ground voiceover as well, didn't he?
He did, yeah. I forgot about that.
Which I wish they'd bring back because I really enjoyed that as a series.
Given the Hall of Fame just for that.
And that's got Apollo on it as well.
Great voiceover. Yeah, it does, yeah. That's why I think they're really invested in them because they've been invested from right from the start.
Yeah.
Also, we've got Eric Bischoff. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Rich Herring. He was a winner of the Warrior Award.
Rolf Harris.
I mean, why have you mentioned Rolf Harris?
Sorry, you're going to have to edit that now, aren't you?
Nope.
No, keep it in.
What is this one?
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, there you go.
He's an employee of
51 years, he said.
WWE,
I wonder what he does.
A little bit of everything, I think. It's just an everyman from what I've seen on the
video. Is he director level now or something like that?
I saw a lot of the pictures of him were like at ringside, like sat at ringside doing something. Don't know what he does.
He's been, according to the thing why I wonder what it is, that he's been a major part of the transition from old wrestling to
he went to Vince's
phenomenon.
Dad, didn't he?
Yeah. So he's 10 WWE into the absolute juggernaut that is today. And
here you go. He's been there for more than half a century as well and truly seen it all, from ensuring the health and safety of WWE superstars and employees, presiding over the wedding of Macho Man Savage and Miss Elizabeth, to being an uncle to Dana, Warrior and her children, Matty and Indy. There is no one more deserving of this accolade. Right, there you go.
There we go. There you go. It's done it all.
So basically, he's health and safety man.
Yeah, well,
that must be a thankless task. That must be a thankless task. Apart from here, obviously, when you've got literally people setting off fireworks inside closed arenas, and Kane, who sets the ring on fire.
And Kane. Well, speaking of Kane, he's the main event, the main guy for this year. Old Caney boy, loved it as well, didn't he? Kane. Do you know what I did like? Great Khali. He's that big. He had to put a ring on his little finger.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Rings his little finger.
I bet as well it was still a custom-made ring for that little finger as well.
Look at the
I bet
it's
still bloody massive.
Yeah, Matt Ludell did point out he had big hands, didn't he?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, his finisher was a chop to the head, so he's going to have big hands, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's got big meat as well. So
Who's got bigger hands, Carly? I'm just going to skip over that. Who's got bigger hands, Carly or the Big Show?
Carly.
Well, I've seen the Big Show's hands.
Have you seen Callie's hands?
No.
Well,
I don't know if you've seen Big Show's, then, does it?
When Big Show goes in the Hall of Fame, why don't
No, but what I'm saying is, I've seen Big Show's hands. I'm struggling to think that there's somebody with bigger hands than the Big Show.
When Big Show goes in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
we'll see if he puts the
We'll
ring
see
on
if
the
it's
little finger.
what hand it's on.
Yeah.
We'll put a pin in that for however many years that could be.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be anytime soon, is it?
Yeah.
Or is it? I don't know.
Well,
That was the Hall of Fame class 2021. All deserving. Terry
Yeah.
Peters, all deserving. Since you would like to slag him off.
Bishop like is having a great time today. Very pleased for Bischoff. Like, love his podcast. And yeah.
Good. I'm glad for Bischoff. Do you know what? I'm glad I'm glad it didn't work out, but I think it would have ruined Bischoff if he'd been there full time. The man just wants to relax, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm also glad that those guys, because they didn't get the actual Hall of Fame ceremony in front of people, I'm glad they still got that moment to go out in front of the big crowd.
And get the cheese and that,
appreciation. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, good for them. Hall of Fame 2021. But then move on to the Raw Women's title match. Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. She's obviously the champion. Rhea Ripley just asked for a match. Got one.
Yeah, well, they said she thought I was the champion. She's like, just ask her. She's like, all right, I'll do.
Oh,
Hey,
wide play.
see you all week.
Rhea Ripley's played in by somebody who I don't know who that is.
She's the person who sings Rhea Ripley's theme tune.
Yeah, this is very much your bag, Terry Peters. Do you know who that is?
nope.
No.
I found her on the old Instagram, but I've never heard of them because they put a picture on and tagged her in it. So I went to see who she was and never heard of her.
Right.
But I do like the song.
He's on it saying he the old journalist Peters over there doing his.
I do like the holiday. I do like the song. So there you go. I do like a holiday as well. So there you go. Not that
you channel, are you lobbying for holiday Peters?
No.
Let us know if you think Terry Peters has been working too hard and he deserves a short holiday.
I'm always working too hard.
If you want to sponsor him, we'll give him a camera. Terry Peters around the world. That'd be good. That's a money TV show, that'd it? So just put Terry Peters in different cultures. Not tell
I imagine
anything.
I'd be a bit
Give him
like Carl
camera.
Pilkington.
I think you'd be better than Carl Pilkington.
There's only one way to find out, isn't
Yeah.
he? Donate to the Aircast support feature.
Yeah, support the Terry Peters Patreon.
There's a link in the description. You never use it, anyone, but it's there.
Traveling around. For Terry Peters.
Hang on, we actually got a Patreon.
No, we've got an Aircast support feature.
You get ACAS support.
I thought you meant Patreon. I was going to say, buddy, we're not that
Place,
good.
place at the start of everyone's podcast.
Yeah.
Right,
So
got you.
you all heard it. Yeah. Terry Peters traveling around. I just love to drop him in the jungle. See how we get on.
Oh my god, I'd be fucked.
Oh, I thought you meant like different cultures, not just dropping in like perilous environments where it's...
Well, we'll do it all. But
Okay.
imagine Terry Peters just walking up to a tribe. That'd be the greatest moment of my life.
No, you've got to be careful because Peters could kill them all, can he?
Yeah, he could.
If you see uncontacted people, like just health point in case anyone's listening, uncontacted people, don't contact them because they've not got the same levels of immunity.
They don't have the antibodies and whatnot, do you?
Yeah.
There's that tribe, isn't they? They're on an island and they really don't like other people, do they?
Off of India, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, where they throw stuff at airplanes. Anybody who goes on there, I think they just kill them, but
It is. It's fascinating. There's people in the Amazon rainforest as well, aren't they? But yeah, if you see him, leave him alone.
It's
Don't
mad.
contact him. It is.
It's absolutely mad.
I find it fascinating.
That there's a full society that you just haven't any contact with the outside world at all.
Well, yeah, they're just
Yeah, but I don't know. But
To be fair,
think how
probably
connected this world is now.
You could say that about me sometimes, the way I interact with people.
This is why you're the perfect man. Terry Peters just walking around Texas, speaking with all the rednecks. Well, it's gonna be love to see
We
it.
saw what happened when I was in Texas, so we took us up and down the same street 4 times,
It
and
is. Don't give them that.
which you can hear in the Christmas special.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. You one shot at being the map guy. It's just rubbish. I don't know how you can't read a map. Just press start.
It kept changing.
It literally tells you which way. Yeah, it kept changing because you kept walking us round in circles.
I was having to take the reins back after that, but
Yeah, he did.
Terrible.
I could do it now. I do it now. I'm better these days. I'm more mature.
Jesus Christ,
to be fair, I just want to defend Peters for a second, which I don't often do, so I'll do it now. But we didn't have proper internet access. We literally just had GPS on Google Maps, didn't we? So
Yeah.
we had to load the map in the hotel and we had Wi-Fi. And then we were solely reliant on the blue dot. So if the blue dot was off, we had no idea where we were.
You could have also looked at street names, though.
And Lew will back me up. I did get us around Prague quite a lot as well on a stag do.
So you got us lost in Prague, and I had to find that.
You are wrong.
Prague, it was just it's a bridge and a hill. It's not much to it.
Yeah, I've been to Prague, isn't it?
Knew where I was going, didn't I? Right. Anyway,
you know what we're saying is you rubbish at directions. Anyhow, Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. I thought this match was all right. It wasn't as good as last night's women's title match.
I had to watch it this morning.
They only got 13 minutes. I didn't get as much time.
I flagged in this match.
The crowd seemed to flag as well, which was a bit disappointing.
Well, it was just a bit. There's nothing in Rhea, is there? Like, I know that the internet loves it. I don't get like the hype. I'd rather it be Tony Storm's position. It
was all a bit slow to start with, I think, as well, wasn't it? Because to me, Rhea Ripley is a powerhouse and should be powering out of the blocks to start with, and just trying to beat Asuka down rather than be technical with her to start with.
I agree with you, though. I don't see it.
I like the start at the beginning of like Asuka was just better. So just a game plan. But no, I would have liked to see. I know that like it was quite an important statement that they made. It was almost like WrestleMania 21 for the women's division. When Cena and Batista won, I think they have gone like, these are the two women who are carrying this division forward now. I think it was a big statement that they made. At the same time, I guess maybe they're doing a job right because she was the face, but I'd have preferred to see Asuka win this one.
Yeah, I'd be a big fan of Asuka.
I think Rhea's come in looking a bit cocky, like, yeah, I'm owed this. And I was just like, screw you. But maybe that's the point.
Okay.
She's a heel, isn't she?
Rhea Ripley's got a YouTube channel. There you go. She's not posted in it in the last 8 months, but there you go.
She was too busy winning titles.
Called Brutality in Action for her and her husband.
Cool. Yeah. I don't get it. I just think there's other people. But
it was. I don't know. Like, I know that we all live now with Dave Batista. People thought this way at the time, and he was just a big powerhouse so much to him, and then he turned out all right.
He did.
So I reckon Rhea will be good. It was just I wasn't invested in her winning. Like, I think even like the night before, like Bianca, I was like, you could invest in someone like Sasha's got a big army of fans that you see on Twitter and everywhere, and one in called Ross Markham as well. Yeah, they absolutely love her. Like, she's always going to have support. She's just one of those wrestlers now. And there was a lot of people backing Bianca and got really invested in the story. Whereas this match, Asuka carried Raw for a bit, Sasha and Bayley, throughout like a lot of the first bit of the pandemic. Rhea has just come up, and she's been on. If you don't watch NXT, she's been on TV for 2 weeks.
Was this supposed to be Charlotte Flair? Because didn't she have to?
I think the original plan may have been for Rhea to just challenge whoever won tonight.
Yeah.
Right. To pull forward.
She's only 24 years old, though, so she's got
a lot of upside, but I think people weren't invested because, again, she's only been on TV for 2 weeks.
She's got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the match itself was all right. Rhea Ripley.
It was good, but I think the night before was the best women's match at WrestleMania in history on it. So it was. Yeah. In some ways, a lot of this show tonight or last night suffered because the night before was so good.
It was really good, yeah. I did enjoy this match, and it looked horrendous. Asuka did a DDT to the floor from the apron.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine Asuka taking that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley.
Hell of a bump.
That looked horrendous. And Rhea Ripley won after the Riptide. It was all shenanigans with the Asuka lock on Rhea Ripley. She's powered out of it and all that. 13 minutes. Ted Peters, having fell asleep through the first time, did you enjoy it the second time?
I did. I thought it was really good. I really like Rhea Ripley, to be fair. I think she's the next Charlotte, to be fair.
I hope not, because I hate Charlotte.
Well, you hate Rhea Ripley, don't you? So
I hate Rhea Ripley. I don't care.
You're bang on line with that, then, aren't you?
I don't care for Rhea Ripley. Is the difference. Charlotte, I'm glad she's off TV. She just needs a break. Charlotte.
I think I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I think Charlotte's become quite stale, to be fair.
Charlotte's getting Roman Reigns before Roman Reigns was badass.
I think Rhea Ripley's got a long run with this belt.
Yeah, do you think she'll be how long?
She could carry it till next year.
I'm gonna say Rumble.
Oh.
I'm laying down the marker that this has got months that she's just going to go on some sort of run and just become a dominant female.
Who can she face? There's anybody else who's
Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte and Becky.
That's it, isn't it? Though. Is she
Yeah,
injured,
I don't know what they're going
Charlotte?
to do. If Becky does come back in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. If Becky does come back, then
If you put her in a title match, she's got to win, hasn't she? So I think they'll keep her out of it.
So I think it's going to be an interesting.
There's nobody else, is there?
Well, this is why I think she's going to have it till Rumble time.
Who's on Raw? Charlotte. Yeah, I thought they were going to go with Charlotte and Asuka because they were the only two. But also, I like the idea of Asuka getting a big win back against Charlotte.
Yeah.
I don't think Asuka's won a match at WrestleMania, actually. Is she 3-0 now?
Not doing very well, is she?
Because she wasn't on 35, was she? Because they did the whole 2 titles.
Was she on? Did she win?
36, she was
tag team?
Yeah, I think she lost the tag team title, didn't she, to Alexa and Nikki?
Yeah, did.
And then she lost last night, so she's not won one yet. So it'd be nice for her to win a
Yeah.
WrestleMania match. But then again, look at Triple H's WrestleMania record. Don't matter, does it?
Shawn Michaels, I think, has got negative from it. He's Mr. WrestleMania.
In the grand scheme of things. But even The Rock never won a title match, did he?
Did he not?
At WrestleMania. No, he had 3 attempts, he lost them all.
Yeah. Oh, he went in as champion, didn't he? But he lost that, didn't he?
Yeah. 3 title matches, lost them all.
Yeah. But he did beat Cena in the main event.
Yeah, then he lost the title match the week. Oh, so there's 4, actually. I'm forgetting that one.
Yeah.
He had 4, he lost them all, yeah.
Professional, eh, Rock?
Yeah, sucks, didn't he?
Yeah, it's very
Dwayne Johnson.
One of the worst wrestlers ever. Dwayne, I know you are listening, come on the show and, rebuttal us.
Yeah, defend yourself.
Defend yourself, because he's calling you out now, he's saying you're rubbish.
Yeah, please come on the show.
We then go backstage. Well, no, not backstage. Titus O'Neil and Hogan come back out, not wearing pirate costumes anymore, and they're interrupted by Bayley. She's saying she deserves to be the host of the show. The Bella Twins come out and beat her up. This was the shits, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was very sad.
This was the payoff to Bayley being really annoying.
Well, if you looked on Twitter, everyone was like, Becky's coming. She didn't help it by teasing it, which I don't think she should be doing. Like, if I was Vince McMahon, I would be fuming. People teasing and then they're not kind of paying off for it. But
no, because it makes them shit on the idea.
No, I think because if you turn... I've just put myself in the eye. If you only want to see Becky, you're going to tune in.
Yeah, she's not there.
Yeah, then you're going to be disappointed and you're not going to watch
viewer numbers like spike. I think Vince probably tells him to do it. No problem from the TP.
I don't like it. I think that's just false advertising. That's all you're promoting there. But no, it was just it didn't help. It was going to be a hardcore fan of. If you're willing to risk a deadly viral disease to go to watch wrestling, then you're going to be a pretty hardcore fan. So it's going to be hardcore fans in that stadium. So one, they should have known Hogan was going to get booed, and 2, they should have known that social media would tell you that everyone quite likes Bayley at the moment, wanting to see her on the card. And also, the Bella Twins are like a bit.
We're in the same clothes as yesterday as well, Bella Twins.
Yeah.
Need to get a washing machine then, don't they?
Yeah.
Outrageous. How do you wash sequins? Just drag clean them.
Never tried. I don't know.
You can look, but you can't touch. There you go.
I missed the Bellas whole run and thing. I wasn't watching it then, but I'm very much just like, eh. And but even people who did watch it, I think, are the same.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a damn squib on it. It was the equivalent of AEW when he kind of hyped it up and it was Christian. If he hadn't hyped it up, or it was not, I don't know. I think everyone just got in the head. I got in the head. I was like, it's going to be Becky Lynch is coming out. Something's going to happen here.
You knew.
I think Meltzer leaked that as well. He was like, if they do like a Bayley segment, then expect Becky.
So we should have known it was false then.
Yes, the cynical part of me says, does he do this on purpose? Because it doesn't happen to AEW, does it?
No, it does it. He does it on purpose, and then he's got the best excuse ever, isn't it? Because he just says, "Oh well, they knew I found out, so they changed it."
Yeah. So I don't know about that. Very, very cynical take if you did do that.
I wouldn't mind if it was somebody else. It's just rubbish because it was.
It had to be someone retained, didn't it? You saw the bells the night before, and also that's not going to lead anywhere. And even if it does lead somewhere, who cares?
Yeah.
Does anyone want to? Bayley versus Nikki Bella? Is anyone clamoring to see that? If it was someone from I don't know, Io Shirai just lost, didn't she? At Takeover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she came out. That'd have been. You had to do a better promo, and I think the fact that it all happened on the stage was weird. Because it's just like, oh yeah, you're here now. It's just
Yeah.
Not very good, was it?
No.
The crowd soundly booed on it.
Good.
Yeah.
It was rubbish. And so we're going to move on. We've got the main event then. Daniel Bryan versus Edge versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Reigns supported by main event, Jey Uso, or right-hand man, and Paul Heyman. What do we think of this match? Was it worth the hype?
Edge won it.
Well, it's fair. Edge's shoulders wasn't on the map. So did he win?
Oh.
Have we got a double champ?
Ooh. To be fair, I thought this match was brilliant.
I thought this match was brilliant, and it made up for a lackluster rest of the show.
I genuinely, either man, any of these could have won it, and I don't think anyone would have been disappointed.
Yeah, and all the way through, you could not tell who was going to win, which
No.
is what I absolutely loved about it. There was no clear and obvious winner.
No.
Well, everyone had a clear and obvious winner in their heads, but it was completely different to everyone else's clear and obvious winner as well in the prediction.
I can't. I think. Did we pick Edge?
We all went for Edge.
Yeah.
I think
that would have made more sense, but this also makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I'm not upset by this.
I'm not upset.
I don't think the story needed Daniel Bryan. Right. I felt like even when he was coming out and his entrance was like less spectacular than the other two.
Yeah.
Felt like a bit of it. And Edge was so over to that crowd.
Yeah.
He was acting pure babyface when he came out. His run up and down where he just absolutely gets everyone hyped.
10 years to the day that he retired.
And he was so good. Like everyone was really good in that match, but Edge was just like, wow, he was really good. I mean, I know I'm biased because Edge is my favorite wrestler, but this is why.
Do you feel robbed? I know it was obviously no one's fault, right? It's upsetting that we've missed out on 10 years of Edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do hope that I hope he's not retired by the time we go back to WrestleMania, because I do hope to see Edge. I mean, I've met him. We're good mates, and he texts me every now and again. But I do hope to see him in person in a wrestling match.
Just when hear that you think, because the Edge pop's a thing
He's
now, isn't it?
47 years old.
Yeah, he could wrestle at his 50k.
He's in good shape, though, isn't he?
He was really good.
The thing is, if
he's 47 years old, but he's had 10 years off.
Yeah, his bump count's quite low.
Yeah,
as he would say.
So he's had a good 10-year regeneration, hasn't he?
Yeah,
I think if he's not going full time, like on Raw and SmackDown bumping every week, I think you could see him at another Mania when we go. If he's going full time bumping week in, week out Raw and SmackDown, I don't think he will.
I think he will.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's going to do Raw and SmackDown. I don't think any of the main event stars do anything on SmackDown, which is, I don't know why it's so good. No one wrestles. But yeah, it is.
That's right.
But yeah, I don't know. Daniel Bryan felt like a bit of I was just like, oh, why is he here? But obviously it was a really, really good match. And now you've got the option. You can go in any direction with these single feuds.
I think Daniel Bryan was there because it fooled all of us. It definitely fooled me. I thought he was there, so we thought Edge was going to win.
Yeah, to take the pin. And they both, it makes Reigns look very good, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Reigns has wrapped everything up in this one.
I think they might go all the way to when's WrestleMania Hollywood 39, 2 years. They might leave the title on him till then.
That would be amazing. It would be, wouldn't it?
But then he'd have to beat The Rock, wouldn't he? Presuming that's where they're going.
Yeah.
They've got to go to that, right? One, because you don't want Rock's last match against Eric Rowan. And two, because it's just that's the whole tribal chief thing. It's building to that, isn't it? Who's the big member of that family? It's The Rock.
Yeah.
And that's how it plays out in the Hobbs and Shaw film, which Roman Reigns is in, alongside The Rock and Jason Statham, which is a great film.
And they need to pull the trigger before Roman goes to Hollywood as well, I think.
Yeah. So we'll just run through the match quickly. So basically, Jey Uso is getting involved all the way through. It's a slightly slow-paced triple threat match, but there was just big moments.
Mm-hmm.
So Daniel Bryan's powerbombs through an announce table, and then Reigns' speed off steps, which I genuinely didn't see coming.
No, it just came out of nowhere, didn't it? It's just like, boom.
Yeah. There's a great bit where Edge puts Reigns in a crossface using a piece of a broken chair, and then Daniel Bryan joins in the crossface.
Oh my God, I thought we were going to rip his goddamn face off.
I thought
that looked horrendous. Yeah.
I wasn't sure that was. I thought he was going to tap, to be fair, at the double thing, and then do like a title vacation, because who made him tap?
Yeah, or they restart it or something without. I don't know. Yeah.
If that would have been crap, they'd restarted it.
What if it was the Rock who restarted it again?
I don't know.
10 years to the day since WrestleMania 27 where we restarted the match.
They did that before. They did that before, didn't they? Where somebody tapped out when they had Walls of Jericho and the crossface on them. I think it might be in Triple H, and they did a title vacation and did something that way. I thought that was the way they might go.
Yeah, what else did they do? What was the NXT storyline?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
No, it was when we covered it. Was it Baron Corbin tapped out as the two people?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. And then Finn Balor and Sami Zayn had a match, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or Samoa Joe. Yeah, it was Takeover Dallas.
Because I would love to have seen Daniel Bryan versus Edge in a ladder match.
Yeah. Because Baron Corbin was annoyed, so he beat up Regal's new signing Austin Aries, and that's how they.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. You know what else happened? Oh, there was a concerto. Something I didn't think we'd see.
Yeah.
I guess it looks horrendous, but it's quite a safe move.
Yeah, as long as you don't land on the head.
I was going to say, as long as you don't hit him on the Swede.
Perfectly safe move, I believe, yeah.
Because you're rattling the top of two chairs together, aren't you?
Yeah. So Edge is a concerto to Daniel Bryan. He's about to do one to Roman Reigns. Jey also gets involved. Edge gets rid of him, and then Reigns hits a pretty hellacious spear on Edge, which makes Edge's spear look rubbish. And Reigns does it.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go for the spear versus spear angle that everyone was talking about.
And then Reigns does a concerto onto Edge, and then pins them both. Puts Edge on top of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
And Edge became new champion.
His shoulders wet on the floor. I'm going to say no. Roman Reigns is the best wrestler in the world at the minute, by far.
You're going to upset the internet, but
he is.
Yeah, because everyone was giving it to Daniel Bryan, giving up all the credit yesterday. But I think that's just a typical internet trope, isn't it?
Roman Reigns is the best wrestler in any company ever. If you're starting a company tomorrow, there's only one man you should pick first, and that is him.
Yeah, but Edge was the best performer in that match.
Well, is this Edge? Edge is a bit heel, isn't he? Is this Edge heel? Is Edge going to go crazy?
I think they got to go with it because he looked so annoyed at Daniel Bryan when Daniel Bryan pulled the ref out.
Yeah,
which was a heely move in itself.
And we're going to get, I think,
Edge Bryan next.
Yes, because Reigns has decisively moved on.
Yeah, so he's beaten both. He doesn't need to give him another shot. That's fine.
Yeah.
Then Edge is like, well, fuck you, Daniel Bryan. You know, why do you even have to get involved? Like I was going to win that. And he was going to win it. He had the visual pin of him winning it up until the point where Daniel Bryan pulled the ref out. So that's the feud, right?
Yeah, it's going to be.
It's just a shame that we're going back to the Thunderdome, innit? Because that again would have been in front of a hot crowd.
Yeah.
It's going to be. That's got to be the route to go down.
It's going to be fully Edge, isn't it? Right?
Unless one of them two has a match with Jey Uso, but then there's been a lot of Jey Uso matches with those two recently, hasn't there?
I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. When's Jimmy coming back? That's the next logical step, isn't it?
Yeah. He's been on the shelf for a while. He's been around, hasn't he? No, it's Hell in the Cell. It was ages ago now, wasn't it? Yeah. He was there, yeah.
And that's the next step where he's going to come and join the family, surely.
Yeah, it's got to be. And there you go.
Is there any of us in the family still wrestling? Anybody else who can join?
Manu.
That'd be good, though, wouldn't it? If you had like a full, massive squad of Samoans.
Who was that? Who was that one in Legacy?
That was Manu, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was that Manu?
Who's the guy who's I don't know if he's related to him. I think he's
there's one in MLW, isn't there?
Yeah, Jacob Fatu. He's related to him, isn't
he? Yeah.
Keith.
Well, I presume the last name Fatu is. Yeah.
There's definitely one of them. Is Tama Tonga? Is he in the otherwise?
No, he is. Whose son is he?
Hako.
Yeah, but I don't think they're actually related. I think they're from Tonga, aren't they? Tama Tonga, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because the joke is, isn't it, that Samoa Joe is the only Samoan who's not related to the otherwise. I think, Daniel Bryan and Edge are going to go at it, then Roman Reigns is just going to go on to something else, which is probably Cesaro, I'm guessing.
It could be Big E now, I mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I still think it was Cesaro, because I think there's too much, the Big E one. Big E is potentially the future, anyway, so wait for Big E.
I was expecting Edge to win, and that's why I saw all the way through, but I think this is the right decision, having Reigns win.
Who's bald? First WrestleMania back in front of fans and the biggest heel wins it.
I hope Lesnar doesn't come back and beat him.
No, I think Lesnar and Reigns has been done to death now. I don't think.
I don't think
if Lesnar comes back, he'll be on Raw. But then that was through him, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I hope that's not a thing.
Yeah,
Heyman could just have people on both shows. I don't know. Lesnar doesn't need Heyman anymore. If Lesnar comes back, Lesnar should just come back and beat the crap out of people and then go.
Yeah, but would it be weird if he just wasn't with Heyman anymore? And you didn't acknowledge it.
Well, he wasn't with Heyman when he come back on the thing. If on different shows, I think it matters. But when he came back initially to beat up Cena, Heyman wasn't there.
Yeah, and he wasn't as good, was he? I think Heyman improved his act a lot when he was there. Because he was doing his own promos and stuff, and he just won.
I don't think he needs to do promos. He just be a killer.
Yeah, no, I just think it would be weird from the sense of you need to acknowledge it. This guy's always with Paul Heyman, and all of a sudden, because there's been no on-screen breakup of them two.
No.
So it would be weird when like, oh, Heyman's just managing this other guy now, and you're not mad at it. So I guess they would have to go friends and.
No, that'd be annoying, wouldn't it?
Like because they did that with Punk, didn't they, and Lesnar.
Punk and Lesnar
before. Yeah, maybe it's a sign that Lesnar's not coming back.
I don't think I'd be because he's a massive star, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah, and I think everyone does want to see that Bobby Lashley and Lesnar match, don't they? I
like Lesnar from before Suplex City. Because that's his match now. His match type is do all these finishes.
Yeah, but I guess for the big lads it is. But when you think of his matches with like Styles, Bryan, Balor, he's had some pretty decent matches with smaller guys. So maybe Lashley's not the right one to go.
Lesnar's a really good wrestler.
Yeah, maybe have a Lesnar Daniel Bryan feud. I don't know how you get there.
Even Lesnar's matches with Samoa Joe, he just seems to fall into this trope of doing the same thing, suplexes, and then getting the finisher put on him 15 times.
But because we've not seen it for over a year, will it be exciting when it happens again?
No,
you don't think?
Don't think so.
I'm not a fan of it. He could come back tonight, can he? But yeah, I don't know how you get him out of there, or you acknowledge that, or lampshade it.
Not just have him on both shows.
Bring back Brock on NXT. There's no need for it, is there?
Bring back December to Dismember. He went after that, didn't he? So there you go. There's your easy route.
So you bring back the full pay-per-view just to get rid of it? Yep, sure. You could do it in May as well, couldn't you? Because that'd be really confusing.
Yeah.
More confusing than WrestleMania Backlash, which is an odd name for a
pay-per-view. Well, screw that.
I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it.
I didn't realise it was a thing until I saw it online afterwards.
Yeah. It's like I think we all knew that was that we were lashing back from.
Do you know what it reminded me of? WrestleMania. No, WrestleMania Revenge Tour.
Yeah.
I've read the UK titles have a Survivor Series or WrestleMania Revenge, depending on what time of year it was.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be like a good pay-per-view because there'll be a few good rematches. Like I want to see Sheamus and Matt Riddle again.
I don't want to see this match again, though. I don't want to see Roman Reigns of any of these two again.
No, I don't think this will be in there. I reckon there'll be quite a few rematches, and everyone will be like, "Oh, it's just rematches." But I reckon there'll be the lower card ones. I don't think they'll do this again.
I don't want to.
They've been quite good recently on not doing like multiple title matches.
I don't want to see Lashley Drew McIntyre again.
Yeah, like that. I think that's done now until there's live fans.
They did that last time. His first defense was Lashley.
Yeah.
They left it alone.
Mm-hmm. And they built up Lashley. Is anyone stronger than Lashley? They built up
Reigns
recently. Yeah, them two in it. They're well protected.
I hold it till Survivor Series because I'm all for Reigns Lashley.
Yeah, I reckon they might do. I could see them both having long title runs. There's no one to take him off him, is there? Like, again, unless Brock comes back, and you would assume that Brock would go in the world title picture.
Yeah, he doesn't need it though, does he? Listen, people don't.
No, but it just feels weird him not being there, being there and not challenging for it. Like, Lesnar's just I'm just here for some matches. Like, no, it just feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. 21 minutes then. We're going to go through the results and see how well we did.
Let's do it. I don't think I did very well.
I haven't actually totted them up.
Amateur.
I'm going to do it right now. So the first match, Fiend versus Orton. Terry Peters went for the Fiend. Lew went for no contest. I went for Randy Orton.
1 point to you.
So 1 point to me. What match was next? Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler versus Natalya and Tamina. Terry Peters went for Natalya and Tamina. Lew went for Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch.
Yeah, could have. Imagine the pop.
I went for, and this was out of pure frustration, I went for Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. So 2-0 to me.
The guy who wrote them down's getting them all right. Weird that. Peters have to listen back to it.
Yeah.
Well, listen back. What was the match after that? Was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. I went for Sami Zayn. You two both went for Kevin Owens. 2-1.
Yes, nailed it.
After that was then... Was it Riddle Sheamus, wasn't it, next?
Mm-hmm.
Lew, you went for Riddle.
Yeah.
Me and Ted Peters both went for Sheamus. I was going to put Riddle, and then I just thought, no, I love Sheamus too much. So,
yeah.
It is now
I think it was the right call at the end, but I just couldn't see it at the time.
3-2-1. It is now. After that was Big E versus Cruz. Ted Peters, you went for Big E. I went for... me and Luke both went for Apollo Crews, so it's now 4-2-2. After that was Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. We all went for Rhea Ripley.
So Ross has won them.
So 5-3-3. And then, Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. We all went for Edge. Phil went for him pinning Reigns. Me and Ted Peters went for both pinning Bryan. So I guess me and Ted Peters getting extra points. We said Daniel Bryan would be pinned.
Well, that doesn't count.
So I won. I got 6. No, 5 out of 7.
That's good, yeah.
Count, even though he's just fixed all the results.
Yeah. You two don't understand.
Well, it just shows it's unpredictable, doesn't it? Good. Yeah. It's good to see.
And also predictable when Becky and Charlotte don't come back.
Yeah, it could have happened, couldn't it?
You should be annoyed, Peters, because I'm pretty sure you was on the same points as Lew, and 2 of his guesses was on no contest and Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch.
Bold choices. What did they improve the show? You just don't know, do you?
What
I was expecting a Firefly Funhouse / Bray Wyatt's House of Fun / Summit.
It nearly was a no contest.
Bray Wyatt's Outback Shack, whatever it is, gimmick that he had that time.
What were we saying then? Was the better night?
Night 1, I don't know if there was a... Night 1 just had a real feel-good factor about it. I don't know if it was because the fans are back into the same time. Even the usual critics online, everyone was loving it. I think everyone just... There's a lot of goodwill going about. Night 2 was like, right, we're back to WWE now. And I enjoyed it, but it was a lot more... I sometimes get too distracted by like what people are saying online and stuff. You know, you really think something's good, and then you go online, everyone's shit on it. But I think like Night 2 wasn't bad. There were a couple of bad matches, like the worst matches of the night of the full weekend. For the most part, landed on Night 2, and then maybe had a lot to the first. So I think Night 1 on its own would have been a really, really good pay per view. Night 2 probably would have been, but it would
Night 1.
Why Night 1 over Night 2?
It just felt as though I had the better matches, even though on paper Night 2 had the better matches. I felt as though Night 1 delivered more.
I would also probably go for Night 1. Having said that, my favourite match of the weekend was the main event in Night 2. So I don't know.
I like both main events. I can't decide between them, I think.
We'll give it an overall score then, Tepies. What would you give WrestleMania 37 both nights overall?
What, individually?
Overall.
I'd probably give it a solid 8.
8?
I think it was a good pay-per-view, to be fair. I think it was a really good pay-per-view.
What would you give it?
I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
Ooh,
I just really enjoyed it. It was just lovely to see a big spectacle again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to go in the middle of you both. I'm going to give it 8.5. Because the women's tag team, both nights let it down. And the Fiend and Orton was just all right, wasn't it?
I heard that part.
You got to knock off half a point for all them 3, I think.
Yeah, I think I knocked a point off just for that, to be honest. Because the first hour of Night 2 I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
And I thought it really picked up. Sleeper match of the weekend was Sheamus Matt Riddle for me. Really enjoyed that match.
That was a good match. I think that was probably my second favourite match on Night 2.
Yeah.
I just think it was just so well done. I didn't genuinely, because I managed to, for the first night, I got all the results spoiled. Second night, I managed to not have the results.
Oh, that's good.
And I genuinely didn't know who was going to win.
No, and that was the same all the way through, wasn't it? Which is, even the predictable matches weren't that predictable, as we learned from our predictions contest.
Yeah. Well, there we go then. That was WrestleMania 37. Ted Peters, that was your first ever current stuff. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good.
Apart from the lack of sleep.
See you next WrestleMania.
Well, Wednesday, the 22.
38.
38, yeah. He just don't bother, does he? He don't bother with the other ones. Tippy, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Bell Nation on
He's
YouTube.
dabbed again. Christ. No, for that, you're not getting your promotion.
Bell Nation on YouTube. Bell Nation on YouTube.
You can find me
Twitch.tv/Bell
and,
Nation. Bell Nation on YouTube and Bell Nation on Twitter.
Horrendous.
God,
Horrendous.
And you can find me.
Twitch.tv/Bell Nation.
Boo, you suck. Can I mute him?
I'll let it out first. I'll let it out first. Oh, yeah, you can.
He's on mute.
You can't tell now. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's WrestleMania on Wednesday night.
Join us on Wednesday.
7:30. So join us for that. WrestleMania weekend is not over yet. We've got one more to go. I'll unmute him. I feel bad now. I've got to ask him to unmute now. Got to click yes.
Screw him.
So,
Now I'm going to stay muted.
He's back. We're still carrying on WrestleMania season.
yeah.
It's not over for
That
us.
was twitch.tv/WrestleRound. I think I said that there, but that's what it is.
Yeah. So listen to the podcast in the morning or the afternoon, then watch that at 7:30. You can find us anywhere. Just Google Wrestling Around. Everything will come up. I'm guessing there's loads of links in the old description.
Yeah, they're all there. All the social medias are there.
Yeah,
So,
Click on all that then. And don't forget to join us on Wednesday for WrestleMania 22 and then the after party of Wrestling Around Mania. So the last thing of Wrestling Around, WrestleMania weekend is going to be Wrestling Around Mania.
Yeah, forget SmackDown after Mania. No one cares. It's all about WrestleMania.
That's rubbish. There's one before the Mania thing in it, so get rid of that one.
Cool.
That's rubbish. Thank you for staying awake long enough to join us, Sir Piers.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Lou.
Thank you.
And get everybody for listening, and don't forget to check us out next Wednesday for WrestleMania 22.